Hi everyone, and welcome to something a little bit different this time. This is basically what I'm going to call a one-off, because this is the type of game that I'm not going to be continuing, because really it's an arcade game. Like, it's not really something you would really make into an entire series. And as for the reason why no more Dawn of War episodes have came out, I'm actually in the process of editing one, and it's taken 3 whole days, and I've still been editing it, and it still isn't finished, so that's why. So this is kind of just something to tie you in the meantime. Anyway, this game I'm playing right now is called Luftrausers. I'm not sure that's a real German word. No, it's kind of... it's either a real German word, or it's based in some kind of comedic way off a German word. Anyway, this is an arcade game, arcade sort like game. Well, it's like what I'm trying to say is it's like an arcade game, and you control this little plane, and you're able to have install a bunch of upgrades and change the parts of it, and then go around and kill stuff. So right now I'm just gonna go into the hangar and actually choose the parts. Yeah, I know that music's kind of sudden and kind of loud. Trust me, it gets better when you actually... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. When you're actually like in the actual game. Okay, so to start off, I'm just going to pick the base plane just to show you what just flying with that's like, because I have unlocked everything, but I just want to go with the base stuff for now, so I can actually show you what the game's like. Yeah, so this is what it's like. Well, when you launch out of that battleship, and then you just try and fly around and shoot as many enemies as you can. All I really got here is this base gun because, well, that's what you start with. You get really cool weapons later on, like this cannon you can use where you just, well, right now I'm holding down the fire button. With the cannon, you hold it down, you basically fire one big shot after another, and the shot will like explode a lot like if you ever seen Star Wars Episode 2, when Jango Fett's fighting Obi-Wan Kenobi and he drops that seismic charge and it explodes, it blows up the asteroids. Yeah, it's a lot like that. Also, the game features a unique mechanic that I really love, where if you stop firing, your plane self-repairs, so you can actually use your plane like a bit of a ram. Also, as this game goes on, it gets really, really hard, because those battleships in the water, they are so hard to destroy. Like, I've shot so many bullets at them with the regular plane, and it just hasn't done anything. I've tried to ram them with this different other kind of body you soon see that's good for ramming, and it also hasn't worked. Yeah, and just general stuff like that. Also, as you can tell, music in the background is quite great. I may switch it with a different track and just totally mute it soon. Like, I'll be playing silently, but you'll be hearing a different track, because this is the only track you hear in the entire game. That and the menu theme. It sadly doesn't have anything else. I also just realized, if there were no enemies and there's like a bunch of hoops and stuff you have to fly through, this could be quite a relaxing stunt game. It's a shame you can never do that, though. This is just a game about shooting enemies and trying to get a high score. Yeah, one of the things that's a bit of a shame about the game, though, is, as you've noticed, not really many planes are spawning and a lot of battleships are spawning. Unfortunately, due to the game's code, you have no way of messing with the options of really changing how the things spawn, unless you want to go into hardcore mode, and then like battleships and stuff will start spawning right away, and then you basically have no chance. Like, right here, as you can see, that battleship, I just rammed into it, it does nearly nothing. One of the only ways I've actually destroyed a battleship is by killing myself with a certain body. Yeah, I think I might just kamikaze them soon. Oh, I actually got one of the little boats. That's good. I might just try and kamikaze them soon if this goes on for a little longer. But oh, never mind. I'm dead. All right, now that I can show off one of my favorite combinations, and that's the more health and more armor body. Damn it! I want to launch just then. The cannon that I was talking about before, and then as well as that, the gungeon, which is actually an engine that's just a gun. So you actually shoot as you fly, and as you can see, like, this thing is really tough. But just look how slow it is. This is like the equivalent of driving a hippie van in the sky. I love it. And that's what I meant by the cannon. It just shoot it once, and this big ball will just fly out of it. Great for taking out ships. And I can just aim it. Oh, I didn't even need it. Looks like it can just crash into the ship. I forgot that. As you can see, just one hit and it's just dead. Yeah, by the way, if you didn't know, the publisher of this game, Devolver Digital, I actually really like them as a company because even though they don't make most of the indie games they publish, they have a tendency to like, they really get along well with indie developers and have a tendency to publish a lot of their games. Like, I think another one of their games, it's called something like No More Heroes or something. Basically, it's a game about just trying to fight your way through a city full of criminals to get rid of the criminals, except it's really bombastic and fun. I actually have the game. I might play it on my channel again as a one-off at some point, because you just do all kinds of really, really cool moves, like just gliding through the air and hitting people and stuff like that. Also, right now, yeah, that music's getting very tiring, so I am just going to turn the music volume down to entirely muted, and now I'm just going to obviously put in some, oh, damn it, put in some other kind of music in the background. Also, I'll try and just end this game quite quickly right now by just getting myself killed because I really wanted to choose a different body for this. Yeah, now I'm realizing this may not be the best game to do a one-off on because, except for a few more bodies, you're basically seeing all the game has to offer right here, and I'm not sure how much more this could actually be interesting for. So I may actually split this episode into like a one-off of 2 games. There's another one I really like that I'm thinking of playing soon. A lot of other people actually already covered it. It's called Hand of Fate. It's kind of a card-driven game with the combat style of the Arkham City and all those other Batman games. Oh yeah, one of those big planes right there, those are kind of, I guess they're meant to be your rifles or something. I just destroyed them really quickly because it ran into them with my cannon. And they are really, really, really deadly. You actually get an achievement for killing your first one. You also get an achievement for killing your first battleship, which I've of course done in the achievement. One thing I love about the dungeon in this game is that it gives you a way to continuously shoot, even if you aren't shooting yourself. Like right now, I would be repairing myself way less. Oh, I actually beat my high score. Neat. I guess I just kept up the combo multiplier for long enough. Yeah, but that's one of the bad things I was talking about before, like with the game. To beat your own high score and get a high enough combo meter, you really just need to get lucky. Like, you just really need enough of those little fighter planes and actual stuff you can like destroy to spawn. Because at one point I had nothing but battleships, like these really big battleships right here, and you just can't destroy them very easily at all. It's really annoying when there's a heap of them. Oh! And apparently I got some kind of achievement called, well, as you can see, I'm an expert rouser, so apparently I'm an expert at something, which I actually don't agree with at all. And not really, I don't feel like I'm an expert in this game at all. I crash quite often, actually. I also have no idea why that random, like, just, sound of a record is just playing right now. Oh, the teeth rouser. This one's kind of a funny body because you're meant to ram stuff with it. Okay, this is a really weird combination of ones tried out. Not very good, but quite fun. So the engine allows you to go underwater, like so, and it won't damage you, so you can kind of hide there. You can't do it for too long. The body is meant to be used for ramming into enemies, and your weapon's just a laser. Oh my god. Wow! Okay, I think I might be actually just... Hold on, just... That is such an annoying noise. Why do developers ever make the laser sound like that? I'm just gonna get myself killed really quickly so I can start using this without actually just ruining anyone's eardrums. And of course I picked like the kamikaze body, like for ramming into people, which is gonna be really hard to get myself killed. Great. Well, you just... Any way to actually just... No. Oh god, that's another thing. You actually have to get yourself killed in this game to even exit. Kind of a real shame. Why does this always happen to me? Every time I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm gonna get myself killed or something in a game. It's just, nope, 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 you're gonna live. All I want is a damn battle. Oh, I know. Even though it makes a horrible sound, I just keep the laser held down. Then I actually start dying more. It doesn't let you repair with it. Come on already, I want to die so I can mute the damn volume. This thing is just, no. Again, why the developers even make this? Oh, finally a battleship, exactly what I want. Okay, no idea how that happened. But that usually happens when, you choose the nuke body, which makes you, well, it's a nuke strapped to you, so when you die, you just blow up horribly and kill everything in the level, but that really shouldn't have happened. Like, I didn't even choose it. Oh! I had the nuke body equipped. That wasn't the teeth one. So now I guess I have it. And yeah, I know, well, game is completely silent, but what can you do when you have a weapon this horrible? I'd rather not hear it. I have to put you through any more of that either. Yeah, so even though this is meant to be, as I already said, a one-off episode of just one game... Oh, dead already. Yeah, of one game, I'm gonna just put a cut in here and get on to the second game because that's probably going to be far more enjoyable. Alright, so here we are in the second game, Hand of Fate. I've just reset my progress in the game so you can see it from the very start. In fact, let me know if you actually want a series of this game, because if you want, I will make it for you. It'll just be after the Dawn of War series, because I've seen a bunch of other YouTubers and they have a bunch of series running on at the same time, like 3 of them, and then they just don't finish it. And I definitely want to finish the Dawn of War campaign I have. I'm having a lot of fun with that, even if one of the episodes that's coming up soon, you see me not having that much fun at Imperial Guard base. Anyway, enough rambling. I'll start now.
Ah, one more for the game. Come, sit. You have passed the 13 gates. And you come to my table to play the game of life and death. Your stake is wagered. I refuse none who come here. Yet, I say, turn back.
Yeah, so that, I just realized the music's quite loud here, so I'm just gonna actually turn it all a bit down. Yeah, that's pretty much the, guy who, deals you out your, deck cards and all that kind of stuff in this game. He's some kind of mystical card dealer, and he's got some kind of funny dialogue at some points where he'll say, like all the rest of you are silent, even like right now when I'm talking, because of course the game
One
can't
lives
hear you.
and one dies. Let us see what you are made of. Here is the first member of my court, the Jack of Dust. 12 in all must fall before you may challenge me.
So I'm not really sure what you're actually meant to be doing in this game. I got a feeling it's trying to defeat him to get your life back or something like that. And basically, you play, he gives you all kinds of things that you have to defeat, which are represented as cards. Bonuses, which are represented as cards.
Let the cards fall where they may.
The track you're meant to walk on, represented by cards. Your health, basically what I'm saying is every single thing is represented by cards. It's kind of like a card game mixed with combat. I really like it. In fact, Hand of Fate 2 is now out. I think I might actually buy that game. Well, whether or not I make a series on this, or if you enjoy it or not, I think I would just enjoy it on my own if no one wants to see this. But if you really want to see this, I will make a series on it, and then Hand of Fate 2 if you want to see that as well. Just let me know in the comments.
Fair Merith. I'm not surprised to find that this encounter remains vivid in your memories.
He says that, yet I've reset the game, meaning I should have never encountered that before. So, here, you can either ask for different things. You can either ask for supplies, which will I'm guessing that it will give you food in the corner. You can ask for gold, or longer life, which is probably more health. I have not much money, so I'm going to ask for gold here. She says, unlike an adventurer to beg for coin, I beg to differ, because, well, who wouldn't want money?
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Yeah, the dealer can also sound kind of condescending sometimes. It's kind of weird, because sometimes he sounds like he's a bit more like your friend, then other times he sounds like he's not, stuff like that.
That first moment, That glinting weapon. The call to action, to adventure. Truly, there is nothing like it.
He makes a big deal about just a weapon stuck at the bottom of a canyon. Like, it's just a sword, dude. In fact, I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, these things I'm currently going on are like one of the cards I was talking about. It's like kind of an event card where you can do an action. And I'm gonna leave it there because what if I climb down and like break my neck or something and die or something bad happens? I'm not gonna have that. I'm just gonna leave it behind. I got my good old trusty shitty axe.
I was never a fan of illusion or pretense. Here, I'll make an exception.
Alright, well, staying at a local tavern, which I didn't even know I went to, an old man comes along and taps like your character on the shoulder with a wooden staff, and he appears to be a goblin, poorly disguised as a human. That's why you can see in that, like in the corner over there, that card has got a really fake mustache, because it's a goblin disguised as a human. Alright, and he says, I'll give you exactly what I need. Just give me something in return. I'm gonna give him money. Because who doesn't love money? Alright, he counts the gold out, then carries on for a while, eats the coins, okay, that's new, and then gives me an equipment card. I don't know how he, like, the other patrons in the tavern never noticed this dude just eating all the coins. And now it's giving me a little tutorial about reflecting, because I actually didn't have a shield before, and I can also counter enemies.
You can now reflect your opponent's ranged attacks using your shield. Make good use of this skill if you wish to survive.
Narrator's outdoing me on my own explanation, damn it. And the last one is stairs, going on, which allows you to go on to the next level. And you have to go on to the next level eventually to defeat the bosses in this game, and the first one is like the Jack of Dust.
You're on the final floor of our simple map. Your opponent waits here for you. Find him.
Also, if you notice
defeat
down...
me, well, it is early to be talking about victories and losses. Let us see what you're made of.
Okay, he talks a lot. I may end up actually muting him soon and just letting you read the subtitles, because he's basically talking over me at this point. So they're saying in the bottom left corner of the screen, there's a food gauge, well, not really food gauge, but a number of food you have left. If you have no food, you start losing health. Normally what happens is each time you travel, you eat food, and if you're low on health, it actually regains your health. So it says here, draw one monster card, because I got ambushed while at this place called Dead Man's Gorge, and it always was like, say, a certain number of something, so 3 of dust. Dust means bandits, so right now 3 bandits will come and try and face me. So that there is kind of like representation of the player, and then it spawns you with all your armor. Unfortunately, you can't customize the character, and then you go and fight the bandits.
You can now counter your opponent's attacks.
Yeah, I played it before, know how it works.
See the flashing indicator.
Also, hold on a second. Damn it, I'm trying to find the options around here for controller vibration, because here it is. Because I always play every single game without it. It's meant to, like in a lot of games, give you feedback on what you're doing. Personally, it always just distracts the heck out of me in every game I'm playing. Also, damn, that music is loud again. I seem to never be able to get the volume right for the music in these type of games. Like, it's way too loud in the fights, not loud enough in the non-combat scenes. Yeah, that's what he meant by being able to counter the enemies when they have a little green thing above them. Just press Y and you like kind of shield bash them, which actually makes them really easy to defeat. Like, I've actually never got a single smash on me so far, even with the crappiest axe in the game. But I guess their weapons are a lot crappier since they're just bandits. Oh, 3 gain cards. So that's obviously the loot you gain from getting the killing the dead. Oh, okay, so...
A peasant's weapon, but effective nonetheless.
An axe, which I, well... Yeah, I'd like to equip it, because I'm pretty sure what I'm using is just...
savor.
That will make you I got an axe
effective.
Instead of a rusty axe. I guess that's good. More food, that's always good, and more food. I was really hoping for money. I have enough food. Oh,
What did you
ambush.
think would happen with a card called Ambush, eh?
Funny he says that because I didn't even have the option to really go anywhere else. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip that because it's basically gonna show the same thing of like the bandits appearing. It's also kind of neat how like the level of like where you find them each time is different. Like this right now is a very gloomy looking cave, which actually would be a very good spot for bandits to ambush you. And before, I guess it was some kind of like I don't know, camp I had made. I also have no idea what your character has a scrolly's backpack. I'm not really sure what that's for. Ah! While searching the area worth salvaging, you realize one of your opponents only pretending to be dead. Now, I don't understand the flee option because I just beat these guys to a pulp, so of course I'm gonna sneak up and kill the dude. Oh yeah, I forgot the...
Choose from these options.
So either I succeed in doing it, or he finds out about me. And I succeed in doing it. Wow, so apparently after killing 3 bandits, looting all of them, and finding 3 things, I killed the last guy and found out he was totally loaded.
A small late to navigation, but still.
I guess it auto-equipped the helmet since I have no other helmet. And also, I basically have enough food for a banquet right now. And this one is a shop, basically. So you're able to, I think, buy
If you
food.
were wondering why you've been collecting all that gold, you now have your answer. We're starting to get into the meat of the game now. The back and forth between resources and rewards.
Yeah, so I have the option to... sell any of these things, but I don't want to because I'm just reading the all the stuff about them, and the explorer's helmet, it reveals where the stairs encounter will be when you enter a level, and also as you exit a level it gives you money, so I'm not going to do that. But buying items, sure, why not? Ooh. Now that sounds like fun. I'm gonna buy this. Basically, while you're fighting,
A classical approach to dealing with crowds. Artifacts provide...
Okay, that's it, Mr. Narrator. You can shut up. You may be great for narrating stuff while I'm not talking, but I tend to talk a lot anyway, and everyone's just getting over each other. So as I was saying, yeah, that Damocles or whatever it's called, it allows you to basically, it says, using controller, press right bumper to throw a bunch of knives in all directions. Oh, and here's the final boss of the level. Yeah, as the guy saying down there in the subtitles, he was driven to madness by oh, so apparently his wife, child, and all his friends were killed by war, so this guy turned into a bandit and was kind of driven to madness. And also this guy saying, like, you earn 2 tokens if you defeat him, which enable more cards to be able to be played in the game. Like, it unlocks more cards for you. And this guy always comes with 4 of those whatevers of dust, because he is like the Jack of Dust. In other words, he's meant to be like a bandit leader, so you always come with 4 bandits with him. Sometimes you can also have other you can have like less bandits join in other encounters, but not this one. Oh, that is fun. And that was like me activating the special ability. Oh, it's available again. This is great. You can just keep spamming it. Yeah. Also, when an enemy has a red thing on the jig above their head like that, it means you have to dodge it and block it. Wow, I forgot how bad this guy. Okay, he hit me once, but still, this guy is quite bad when it comes to actually fighting you. I guess it is the first one. Oh. Dead already. I guess it wasn't because I wasn't using some random rusty axe. Also, I loved it there how, even though my character was looking quite surprised, it looked like the helmet was just consuming his face. Oh, and I forgot, as you defeat enemies, they're actually all collected in some kind of card collection this guy owns, like he somehow owns their souls or something. Yeah, so this is now revealing a bunch of cards that will be forced to be put into play. Like, for example, the Captain of the Guards and Jack of Skulls, they have locks on them, meaning they will have to be in the next run. Whereas cards that don't have locks, you can actually basically build your own deck in this game. But the thing is, you might not actually want to always put good cards in, like equipment and stuff, because you might have no gold to buy it at the end. And you might actually want to put some bandit cards in. So since that round was sort of short-ish, I'm going to do one more round, and then obviously end this one off, so it doesn't drag on forever and just become another really long thing to record, like the Dawn of War series I'm currently, the Dawn of War thing I just said about right at the start of this. Yeah, and that was actually basically right there a tutorial. That's why it was actually so easy to beat. Yeah, so now I'm going after the Jack of Skulls, which is a skeleton. Oh, apparently I just wanted to start the game, but actually you need to make a deck. Nah, I don't want to do that. Alright, so apparently this is all the equipment in the deck. And I'm going to remove a few of the really basic shields because some of this new stuff sounds very interesting. Also, I'm just trying to right now figure out if the oh, I guess these are difficulties. I didn't know. Okay, so that's obviously your equipment. Then your encounters are this, I guess. Oh, okay, so this, I got confused for a minute. So this is actually the deck you're doing. So these actually can be removed, but you have to defeat the encounter. So this is all the stuff that's already in the encounter. Dead King Hold sounds very fun. River sounds kind of pleasant, and even though Local Peasant sounds kind of nice, I'm gonna pick Devil's Choice just because I actually want it to be a little bit harder. And that's pretty much done. Now I can actually start going after the Jack of Dusk. New content awaits you. Kind of sounds like what someone would say, like if you were going into some kind of store for like Assassin's Creed or something, where you were like trying to purchase the stuff with real money, like, oh, new content awaits you. You want to buy the DLC? But no, instead this guy's just talking about a deck of cards that he's building. So I wish I could shuffle cards like that. Be a nice superpower to have. Oh, this guy. Oh, so there's a dude surrounded by undead. Oh, so apparently this guy somehow, even though he's nearly dying from all these undead, well, actually two of them, so he's obviously not such a good fighter, he gives me a mace, which apparently is a holy weapon. Okay, that makes no sense whatsoever. Just a dumb old mace being a holy weapon, but sure, I'll equip it. And I love all the narrator, like, really, is that what you're going to do? Yes, of course, narrator. Of course I'm going to equip the better weapon over my really shit weapon. What did you expect? I also love the skeletons when they die. As you can see, you just like knock their pieces everywhere. Game also has some like really nice things about it. Like before, you could see, it was nighttime just then. Oh, so apparently this guy is not nearly dead. Yeah, there are more skeletons here than he expected. Oh, so... Oh, I forgot, yeah, I was actually fighting for a token there. Tokens unlock, as he already said, new cards. So, for defeating that encounter, I got new cards. Ah, the same old Twisted Canyons. This is the same as last time. You can find the same things before. Again, I'm going to leave it because why bother looking down for a sword when I can get hurt when I already have a new mace? Going for that would just be greedy. Oh, and that river card I chose. Nice. Path is blocked by a fast-flowing river. Attempt to cross river or turn back. Well, I think turning back is going backwards, so of course I'm going to attempt to cross it. Oh, nice. There's actually a huge success there. That's pretty self-explanatory. Obviously, it means, well, you succeed better. And actually get something, probably get something for it. Like, you'd probably go across the river and he says, oh, you find a patch of coins below the water and, like, bump into it with your knee. And already on to the next level. Head down through there. Of course I'm gonna head downwards. What's the other choice? Walk around in circles and starve. No thank you. Oh! That same goblin, so I don't need to read this again or really skim over it like I was doing before. Can't give him gold. So this time, I'm just gonna ask him what he actually needs. Oh. He just straight up gives me a shield, and what he says he needs to do is just help me. That was probably nice of him. Oh, and I guess it just draws a shield, so... Oh, that's neat. So, with this, you get to shield bash enemies to stun them, by pressing V. Every third encounter does not consume food, because apparently the shield gives you huge fortitude, and you can not block enemy attacks, which is quite a good one. Alright, I'm gonna this time ask for a longer life. Oh, nice. So I have more health than usual now. Oh, and a shop. That's kind of neat, but now I wish for gold from the elf maiden because I have nearly nothing to actually buy anything with. Also, the shop music is so peaceful. I never really realized that before. Oh, so I guess heal wounds not needed because I have no wounds. Huh. So I could buy a sword, but no, I'm just going to straight up leave the shop because I have enough food. I don't want to sell anything I have. I like it all. And already have a quite good weapon. And I don't want to sell my mace, which is good against undead, for a sword because I know that what I've been reversing right at the end is the Jack of Dust, who is an undead. Oh, bandit attack. Oh, 3 bandits. Again, should be really easy, piece of cake. On the, in fact, I may turn up the difficulty if I continue this. Like, do a series on it, because I, on this difficulty, have just mulched through the enemies like this. I've gone on the endless mode and gotten really, really, really far. Even got some great upgrades. Like one, you can later on find the lizard enemies, and one of the upgrades I got allowed me to eat them. It was kind of funny. The kill lizard, you're like, ooh, tasty crocodile, yum, yum, yum. It didn't even say you cook it or anything, so I guess you kind of just go Bear Grilled style and eat the crocodile like that. Well, lizard man, but admit it tastes like crocodile. Can't say for certain because, of course, they're a fantasy thing and don't actually, like, exist in the real world. If they did, they'd be terrifying. Or maybe really interesting if you actually find one. Maybe talking to one be like a crocodile. Wonder what do they actually say? Maybe just, I'm hungry all the time. Give me food. Oh, neat, I got food, so I really didn't need to buy anything from that merchant. Of course I come across a traveling mage with no money, of course I do. No, well, at least, in fact, no, I'm not even glad that it's a safe location. I'd rather fight more bandits, they're fun to kill and they give me loot. Ah, okay, a load of stuff I can't, even, get, yeah. Also, this would pretty much spoil the fact that there are lizard men in the game, so this would have spoiled it even if I hadn't spoiled it right then, so, yeah. It doesn't make me feel so bad now for spoiling it to you. Again, just leaving the old shop. Oh, that's the one I picked before, Dead King's Hole, because it seems like it'd be quite fun to face. Oh, of course I'm gonna attempt to sneak by and like get them by surprise. If I fail, then I get to fight them all, which is what I actually want to do. Oh, I got them all by surprise. Oh, this is kind of wonky. So it says, suddenly you leap into the fray, taking one of them down before they can even react, but it means an entire card. So apparently I just leapt in and just beat 2 bandits over the head to death before they could even react. Oh, just like in my Dawn of War series, if they had a morale bar, these bandits would have 0 morale right now. They must be so pissed. Just like, this guy just comes in, like, just screams, "Give me all your money!" and just like whacks 2 of them to death immediately. Also that, what I just done there to that bandit, is I had him on the floor and just like beat all the crap out of him. Okay, apparently my character's also very strong if I can break someone's neck with a shield bash. Wow. Oh, 3 gain cards. Nice. Okay, a sword, which obviously I'm not going to take again because I'm going to reverse with the Jack of Dust. He's an undead. I want to keep my holy mace. Also, I mean, that soldier gave it to me. It's his weapon. Why not honor him by using it? And then I can return to him later and tell him the great tale of how I beat a bunch of bandits to shit with it. Again, the guy says ambush. Hardly fair. His arm is like, yes, ambush! Bring them on! Bring them all on! Give us all your gold and die. Definitely not. I want your gold, thank you very much. It's only 3 bandits as well. I mean, I would have faced 4 before and still won. Again, these bandits, like, they're a lot like, if you ever played the Mountain Blade games, which actually may start a series on pretty soon. Actually probably going to take a while before I get to that game, but anyway, the bandits in that game are kind of like the same thing. Sometimes you can be like on a horse with a crossbow and you continuously run away from it, and then 4 guys in beanies without these shirts and just like butcher's knives and rocks come up and you'd be like, give us all your gold, and then you just shoot them all, and then the last one runs away, and then you chase down the last one, find him, and he's like, I'm not afraid of you, I'll kill you all, and he's like talking as if he had more people with him, and then you shoot him in the head and loot all their rocks and sell them to the nearest merchant and buy yourself some fish. The game's great, by the way. I love it in case you can't tell. Oh, so I think I already have a shield, but I guess I'm just gonna no, I don't want to equip it. I guess it... Aww. That's a shame. I thought maybe I could stuff it in my back and sell it later for loot. And in fact, that's actually probably not going to happen because... Yeah, I knew that the end one was going to be the Jack of Skulls. Of all the players in the game, the undead are the most dangerous. Mate, I got a mace that's good for killing undead. This guy should be easier to kill, probably, than that Jack of Dust. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of like a pirate-like voice. I wonder if he was a pirate in the past. Maybe his entire crew went against him in a mutiny. Oh, a dude with a gun. Let's take out them first, then. Wow, we really need to start firing their guns faster. Oh! I'm not sure this is the Jack of Dust doing it, but by the look of it, he may be... Oh yeah, he is raising all the undead. This is actually a good challenge that I like. Oh, he actually hit me. Nice work. I pretty should have dodged that. Oh, and he's down already. That wasn't that hard. Ooh, this gives me an idea. If they could, like, if their attacks charge up like that, I wonder if you can actually go and, like, make them shoot at their friends. Yeah, that's what his face is really meant to look like, all surprised like, but last time it was just covered in shadow because there was a massive stonking helmet on him. Yeah, if I did have the voiceover volume right up right now, you could actually hear the guy, how he said, when he says, like, well done indeed. He kind of, like, he sounds kind of half like he wants you to win and, like, get your life back, whatever you're trying to win here. But on the other hand, he sounds like he wants you to lose. You don't really know what this guy's up to. Oh, the Song of White Minotaur. This is kind of a quest card, so once you fight the first one, it kind of like leads you on like a list of more cards that act like a quest in most games. Same with the White Council. In fact, I'm pretty sure all this stuff is being added right now, like so much is being added because like she bought a bunch of DLC. I don't think this normally happens. Because this is a ton of stuff that's defeating one boss. Oh, maces are now added. So I got more weapons for killing the undead, Neat. sounds quite fun. Kind of funny how I'm always gravitating towards the deadly stuff because I want to challenge him. Like, helpful priest, he'll probably help me and stuff. I don't need that. The crucible, that sounds like it's filled with monsters. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, Frostfang. I've played with that weapon before. It's really fun. You're able to shoot a beam of frost out of it, and you can just spam that continuously, just like the Damocles I had before. Yeah, so even before he says, like he's saying, like, shall we deal again? And answer's gonna be no, because this is where I'm gonna call the episode. Like before, like I said, tell me if you want me to actually continue this game. And actually tell me if you want to see more Luftrausers as well, because even though I didn't think that'd be that fun to watch, but if you say you find it fun and you want to see more, I will do more, of course, at least until I like get to show you every single body there, because I didn't before. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little one-off of 2 separate games, and hope you enjoy the Dawn of War episode when it comes out. Until then, bye.